How do? My name's Phil Powers, but you can just call me the old man. Now, coming up in a couple of weeks is a real important election. Now, you've got to choose between idiots, that is the Democrats, or morons, that is the Republicans, to figure out whether or not you're going to have these people take your money and ruin your life. Now, Congress currently enjoys a rating of about 9% approval. That means 90 out of 100 people think Congress stinks. Now, if you think that this is, a recent phenomenon, let me take you back to the 1920s to a man named Will Rogers. Now, what he said about Congress is, every time Congress makes a law, it's a joke. And every time they make a joke, it's a law. Not much different than it is now, is it? Now, when I first came to California about 40 years ago, California was the Golden State. It still is, but unfortunately it's golden now because the governor and the legislators piss on it. I'm convinced that politicians are not like you and I. They're another species altogether. Let's face it, now people is born, politicians is hatched, usually under a rock. Regular people have been known to steal, not politicians. They appropriate. And of course, unlike regular people, politicians are always honest and have integrity. Leastwise, they're always telling us that. And finally, if real people is really bad, when they die, they go to hell, which is being run by politicians who tell them it's really heaven. We are facing a monumental national debt. I mean, trillions of dollars. And we'll never pay on this. And so what we got to do is come up with a way of fixing all this. And it's about wasting money. Now, this is an actual line item on the federal budget of 2017. The amount of $5 million was going to be earmarked to teach Chinese prostitutes how to drink on the job responsibly. Excuse me? We got little old gals here that could use that. I mean, you see them staggering up and down in front of Disneyland all the time. I mean, let's take care of our own. We don't need to take care of other people. I mean, it's like having a Thanksgiving dinner and you invite strangers and then you don't, feed your family. That don't make no sense. I don't get it. Now, I've been doing some deep thinking about this money problem, and I've come to the conclusion that what we need to do is have Walmart run the government. You see, Walmart employs 2.5 million people worldwide and makes a profit of $325,000 every hour. The government is in the hock for over $20 trillion. Now, to give you an example of how much that really is, so you can kind of see it in your head, think in terms of a dollar bill going like that, one after another. Now, a dollar bill is about 6 inches long, so a mile of dollar bills is going to be about 10,560 feet. Now, $1 trillion would stretch 94 million miles. That is from the earth to the sun. Now, that is a lot of debt. Now, also, if Walmart's running things, we're going to be able to streamline stuff. I mean, think about it. Attention Walmart shoppers. Prostate services in aisle 4. No waiting, just bend over. And also, many of them no accounts that are legislators and so on, they're going to have jobs, good jobs. I mean, jobs that they can be proud of. Hi, I'm Nancy Pelosi. Welcome to Walmart. The other day, I was talking to my son Jack, and he's about 25, and well, all he does is play video games, and well, I was trying to talk to him. I was talking to his back, and he was blowing up stuff and so on. And I said, Jack, have you decided maybe what you want to do with your life? And he, turned around from the mayhem and looked at me and said, yeah, Dad, I think I have. What I want is a job that pays real well. It's not too hard. You can't get fired. You have great benefits, and you got a great pension plan. And I said, Jack, I'm sorry. Joe Biden's already got that job. Well, it's nearly time for me to go. It's almost time for the early bird special at Denny's. Oh, how I love those lumpy mashed potatoes. But before I do, I'd like to leave you with a little advice. Now, understand that advice is the easiest thing to give and the hardest thing to take. But here she goes. Whatever you decide, vote. It's very important. Because here it is. If you don't vote, you don't get to complain. Because that's how it is. Nobody has the right to complain unless they voted. Because otherwise, it doesn't make any difference anyway. Do your civic duty and vote. Take it from the old man. You have a good night, and if you can't reach the stars, jump. Hi, this is the old man, and thanks for watching. Now, since I'm giving you all this good stuff, you got to do something for me, okay? You got to share the link. Make sure you push that like button. Subscribe to this channel, because we're going to have new videos coming at you every Tuesday, because I got a lot of stuff I'm going to talk to you about. So you stay tuned. You're going to learn something, whether you want to or not.